Huang yang beliau masih menjabat sebagai dekan di akan mempresentasikan implementasi of electronic medical records from legal perspective in Taiwan. Jadi sharing yang akan beliau sampaikan. Time is yours, Prof. Please.
Akakapa Samuel. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the invitation and give me the chance to report, to present about the implementation of electronic medical records from legal aspect in Taiwan. At first, I would like to excuse where I'm from. Especially, I want to thank Dr. Materi and Dr. Endang for giving me the chance. And during the past weeks, we have done many works. We have done many works. Okay. Just overview. Okay. I'm from Taichung. Tunghai University is located in the middle of the Taiwan. Zhong is Taiwan. Yeah, here is the downtown new area, but not everywhere, so new. Here's the intern site of the church. This university is founded by an American foundation, so-called United Board for the Higher Education in Asia in 1955. But about 15 years after the foundation, we have to finance by ourselves. The American Foundation retreat the finance. At first, I would like to present about the development history of the electronic medical records. I am a law professor. I'm not an expert of the domain of the technician, and also not a physician. I will place my attention more on the later, on the legal side. But at first, I would like to show the history of the development of our implementation about the electronic EMR. In 2000, the policy of the medical information security and privacy protection was established. It's a long history. And follow, I will just show the data, the procedure of the development. Just above the manual report, I have also learned many information about the development of your country. But as an exchange, international exchange, I would send the new PPT to every participant. It's just for your reference. I don't want, because I have only 20 minutes. The ministry have done many things during the past years. At last, in 2011, National Electronic Medical Record and Image Information Network project and share the electronic medical records in the cloud. We have via cloud. Later, I will show you the system picture. Name is more clear. So we can say the main infrastructure of the EMR is as following. First, the development of the relevant laws and regulation. We have heard the medical records is very sensitive. It's related to the privacy. So it must be very strictly protected. So the legislature is very important and inevitable. And second, various promotion plan and policy. Third, the establishment of the electronic medical exchange center. And then inclusion of the health insurance benefits and hospital evaluation program. It's very important for the promotion, for the implementation. Without such evaluation program, it's also hard to promote. At the end, application of the National Health Insurance Database. The merit of the EMR, first one is we can improve the medical care service quality, and then reduce unnecessary repeated treatment, save the waste of the resources for inspection. In Taiwan, 70% of the hospitals are private. Of course, as an organization, and not only to hear the people, but also to earn money. So too many waste of the repeated inspection have been found. Through the EMR, we can save many unnecessary inspection, and save the waste of the resources, the medical resources, and then improve save the management of the people's health. We have established the so-called health bank, and then strengthening the medical system and other advantage. Through the technical system, the hospital and the physician can work more efficient. It's good for the health of the patient. Character of the EMR. EMR are one of the sensitive individual personal information. Therefore, in Article 6 of the Personal Information Protection Act is regulated. EMR belongs to the people's right to privacy and is protected by law and the Constitution. Right now, in this electronic era, the people pay more attention about the privacy. I'm sure it's worldwide. The so-called information privacy autonomy means the self-decision of the individual to decide whether to expose their personal data and in what scope, when, in what manner, and to whom. Legally, the electronic medical records are regulated mainly in Personal Information Protection Act. Right now, it's a very important act in Taiwan and in the society. Highly discussed. Medical Care Act is the constitution of the medical law here, so-called health law, and medical institution electronic medical record production and management methods. Here, I would like to show some system picture so you can have the clear picture about Taiwan. Here is a health cloud. Health cloud. And above is the medical cloud. We have so many clouds: wellness cloud, medical cloud, and care cloud. The medical cloud, also medical cloud, include the health bank. Later you will see health service cloud and EMRs. We have also academic prevention cloud. Here's the health service cloud. In our Ministry of the Health and Welfare, we have established the health service cloud, include the telehealth care, computing service for health data banks, and health information for general public, and so on. Here is the procedure of the EMR Exchange Center.
This.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you. The hospital providing EMR and pass to the National EEC Center and name to the EMR reading hospitals, also inter-institutional exchange. Here you can download, querying, and reading. It's also about the EMR Exchange Center. But above one, I will say the more clear. Here is the system. For the security, all the exchange must get the approved ministry. Here is a physician order entry system to the clinic. The vision of the EMR objectives are improved medical care quality, promote or enhance patient safety, reduce unnecessary medical waste, improve the safe management of the people's health, advance public health, strengthen the medical system. Until now, it's quite new. In Taiwan, totally 402 hospitals, it's over 80% nationwide, and 5,872 the clinic in Taiwan have applied to join the EMR exchange system. Now come to the regulation, come to the legal problem. 5 minutes. Okay, I have only 5 minutes. But it's very important. Since I'm no person, I would like to show how the problem of the EMR regulated in Taiwan. Some paragraph I will not read through, but I would like to show the key point, just as a requirement for the production. And then is the correction and the deletion of EMR. What is the scope of the patient's request for correction of the medical records? And the last, it includes diagnostic content involving professional judge. We will see later a case that will be regulated in this act in paragraph 67 for your reference. And the correction of the medical records is divided into the text correction of the miswritten and mistranslation, and the correction of the substance of the diagnosis and the treatment results. The former usually is the error of the basic information, such as the name and age of the patient, or miswriting of the simple text of the text. There should be no dispute to request for correcting error. The latter are mostly corrections of the medical knowledge and the judgment, such as the name of the disease and the diagnosis and the treatment process. Of course, it's not easy for the patient to request the medical institution to correct, due to the attitude of the hospital. The right to stop the correcting and the processing utilizing or requesting the deletion is the right may not be abandoned in advance or restricted by special restriction. A practical case, I would like to say it. One patient, here we call the P, the plaintiff. P was a patient with heart, this is a special name, there's a sickness. This is heart sickness. He went to the Department of Cardiology of the hospital for medical treatment. After the diagnosis and treatment, the preventive registered his medical records, and he found A and B were general medicine and cardiologists were not. Where? And the specialist of the internal medicine has written other mental dysfunctions in the EMR without examination by the psychiatric profession, causing the plaintiff to leave these medical records and settle the EMR, also the judgment of the and the personal reputation. Therefore, he filed a lawsuit against these two doctors. And the judgment Sorry. The judgment in this case, here, the court of the case decided at the end to deny the request of the plaintiff to delete the medical records with the following reasons. First of all, regarding whether the specialist has the right to diagnose the non-specialized professional domain, the expert opinion of the medical review committee under the Ministry of the Health said that the current law and the physician ethics do not prohibit for non-psychiatric doctors who are trained and have the doctor's license. They can